Start the video. So today we're going to go ahead and install these I don't know if you call them a 45-degree angle oil returns, but I did get these in thanks to Huron Speed for sending them to me, because I don't like the placement of the lines that are on here. So we are going to go ahead and swap those out. As you can see there, it's kind of like a not good angle, so we're going to go ahead and adjust that, turn that to where I want it to be. And this side over here was actually sort of more of a problem area. It seemed like it was getting a little bit of a kink in it. Not sure how well you can see it there, but it's kind of a 90 and I don't like that either. So we're gonna go ahead and swap those out and get the subframe and everything back in. Well guys, we ran into a little bit of a problem last night after installing the oil lines and everything. So I have a buddy that can weld aluminum, and we're gonna have to take the subframe over there for him to go ahead and weld up the little power steering ear. I'm not sure if you can see it here, but on there you can tell, sorry about it echoing, I'm actually talking in the bed of the truck, but you can see that piece actually snapped off while I was trying to reinstall the power steering rack. So we just have another bridge we need to cross, and we're gonna go get across right now. We're here at my buddy's shop, Bodyworks Collision and Customs. Timmy's gonna weld us up for us, so I'm excited. He's got it all cleaned up, ready to go. Got the ear off, ground off. He's ready to get us back on the road.
I'm gonna tack it.
Yeah.
So here, you line it up, and then once I tack it like each side, then it'll. Are you want a glove?
No.
Huh?
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
I literally hold exhaust pieces all day, every day.
Okay. Hold it straight.
I'm trying. You're right. Maybe I do want a glove. You want to go hot?
I told you it was gonna get hot, man.
Oh, my finger's on fire. I think it's not gonna move. Now that I got
It'll get hot.
3rd-degree fucking burns.
Yeah, just hold it here. Hold it this side, because I'm gonna tack it on this edge like I did that one. Just hold it straight. Okay. That's a good tack. This is where it's gonna be tough.
Now, as you guys do know, we do have the Beetle. I finally got it up in the air. We are actually going to put a radiator in it, the whole front end and everything. We have the parts that we need, as you guys already know. I did already go ahead and get the hood put on, as you guys seen if you follow me on Instagram. If you do not follow me on Instagram, now is a good time to head on over. SendIt_Steve on Instagram. Check it out, because it's on the storyline, and you know, I can't help it. I had to run it over with the truck. All right, well, I decided that today's the day we are going to get the Beetle up and running. And well, I got a pretty good head start before I decided to record. Got the bumper off, which was a pain. There's actually 2 bolts up here that are hidden that are actually really hard to get to. On this side, you actually have to remove the headlight housing and move that out of the way. Not sure if you remember my junkyard pull, but I just ripped those off at the junkyard. Here I decided to do it nice and clean so that we have a bumper that we can put back on. Together, guys. She is purring like a kitten. The only thing I have to do yet is put the turn signals in, bolt the wheel liners back in, bolt this part of the bumper up. But I am freaking pumped, guys. Let's close the hood here and get a look at what she is gonna look like. I actually forget because she's been beat up for so long. I do gotta get another hood prop. Oh man. Man, is she looking beautiful. She is back together. Sorry about the little bit of wind noise. We have the old broken parts over here. Flip her over here. You can see we did, well, Mike did a number on the Beetle, broke the rad, bent the subframe up here, the rad support and everything like that. And I didn't realize, but I believe this car had air conditioning. Now, when I went to evac the system, it actually purged into the air a little bit. So I called my buddy who had an evac machine. He actually came over, sucked out all the Freon and everything like that. So we're actually going to take this over to his place later, and he is actually going to recharge the air conditioning because I think this car has air conditioning. I do still have to get the corner light. I have that up there somewhere, but I think it's time to take this thing out for a drive. So let's jump on in here. We got it all back together. I think it's time for her maiden voyage. Now, the only thing I didn't do yet was I didn't fix the exhaust leak, and I also did not add transmission fluid because, oh, she purrs like a kitten. Now, the engine light was on because I did start it earlier without the mass airflow sensor connected, so that's not a big deal. We'll get that looked at. But let's take it on a drive. Like I said, was saying too, I did not add transmission fluid to this, so it still might have that, you know, slow, kind of laggy in gear and out of gear. But once it's moving, I have driven this car twice actually with the rad not installed and with no coolant in it. So once it's moving, it's fine. But as you can see there, like it does take off normal. Oh, there you go. Now it kicked in because the fluid builds up. But we're going to take her for a little bit of a drive, and we're actually going to stop at Harbor Freight, and we're going to grab a pump so that we can pump some transmission fluid into this. Anybody that knows Volkswagens knows that they're not the easiest thing to get transmission fluid in. So you guys might learn a little something today. You might learn how to put transmission fluid in your automatic Mark IV Volkswagen. Let's head to Harbor Freight and see if we can't get a pump. You can definitely tell that it's just low on fluid because now that we've been driving for a couple of minutes, like I'm on a little bit of a hill, and it rolls as soon as you take your foot off the brake. So definitely just need to add fluid, and this thing should be good to go, ready to rock and roll. Oh man, our low coolant light just came on. Well, let's just get to our destination, then we'll head back home and get some coolant for her. Take some spin. We've got a little pump here. I had to park next to the Mark IV, you know, because Mark IV life, dub life. Let's get in here, let's pump some fluid in this thing and see if it doesn't take care of it. We're also going to add some coolant because I do believe she is a little low on coolant as the low coolant light came on. Man, she purrs like a kitten, fires right up. Let's hit the road. See, she doesn't stutter now. Now that there's fluid pumping in her, she don't stutter. She just takes off. Oh yeah, she's fast. She's fast. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's a little weird staring at an upside down hula girl. Holy smokes, those marks from the C5 are still there. Huh, good stuff. All right, guys. Well, I didn't realize that my GoPro actually must have turned on and then turned right back off. So as you can tell by that smooth transition there, we got the fluid in the car and everything like that. Now I talked to myself for about 20 minutes underneath the car on how to do Volkswagen transmission fluid. So that was a little embarrassing. I didn't realize my GoPro didn't charge. So we are actually, it is the next day. I know you guys, you know, don't get it or anything like that, Sorry I did not post a video yesterday, but it was because I didn't have an outro, and by the time I got done editing and ready, I was just exhausted and didn't really want to go outside and shoot an outro. So sorry about that, guys, but today we are actually en route right now to the auction, and we're gonna see what we can get today. Now there is a car that I want. I'm just trying to go there and buy one car, make the purchase and drive home. I don't really need anything else. I just need a customer has a couple $100 they want to buy a car, and there's one of them in mind that I think will do rather cheap and be rather fitting for them. So we're gonna drive the Beetle over to the auction and see what we can see. But guys, if you do like the content, please smash that like button, please subscribe, and we will see you in the next upload.